Hey everybody, it's James here from NeuralNet Games. Today we're talking about buying Kickstarter games and why you should try and play that game and get as much information as you possibly can before you actually play the game. So Kickstarter campaigns, they're designed to make you experience FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And they're designed in that way so that you'll buy it. I mean, it makes sense. They're trying to sell a board game. So what you've got to do is you've got to be very careful because you can easily get sucked into these Kickstarter campaigns. Like, look at the miniatures in Chronicles of Drunagor. They're crazy. This is the Four Horsemen pledge. Right? There's War. Before that was Plague. These minis are amazing. They look really good. They give you that wow factor, that cool factor where you're like, I really need this. This looks so amazing. I have to get this. And there's 48-hour bonuses back within the 48 hours and get this free mini. Get it cheaper. Get it, save $185 from retail, right? There's so many tactics that are used in these campaigns. And I'm not saying this is shady or anything like that. What I'm saying is you've got to make sure that you understand what game you're getting so that you don't have to worry about trying to resell it, not having fun, or it never getting to the table and you just wasted your money and it sits on a board game shelf for the rest of your life because it wasn't something you were actually interested in and you just got caught up in the hype, right? Like, look at this. Get it cheaper. Get it faster. Don't wait for retail. Get it bigger. All the stretch goals. I mean, stretch goals, this campaign has a ton of stretch goals. Like, look at all these. One after another. And these are designed to keep people interested, keep the campaign moving, and, to make people experience FOMO. And again, this is not a shot at these guys. This is just a well-run campaign. But you've got to make sure that you have a good understanding. So why are we talking about this today? Well, I think that you should try and play these types of games. Any game that you can play before you buy it. Playing the game is going to help you actually make a very informed decision. I'm actually playing Chronicles of Drunagor right now because I think it's a great game. I haven't played a lot. I've looked through it. It's right up my alley for a lot of reasons. I've got another video actually on the Kickstarter on Chronicles of Drunagor where I go through all the reasons as to why you should back it, why you should not back it, whether it's for you, etc. Make sure, go ahead and check it out. I'll put a link in the description. And so what I'm doing here is I'm playing this game on Tabletop Simulator. This is an official free demo for Chronicles of Drunagor, and it's, for Apocalypse Adventures, which is the reprint that's going on as I make this video. And it's got new content, which is the Apocalypse part, but it's also got a reprint. And so I'm playing it, trying to get a really good feel for as to whether I actually want this game and what level I'm going to pledge. Because if I play this demo and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty decent, I think it'll be good, I may only pledge core or, the basic level, whatever it may be. But if I play this game and I'm in love with it and, it's just something that's really, ticking all the boxes for me, I may go all in on it. Right now, I've got a $1 pledge so that I can have access to the Pledge Manager. And I talk about how to navigate the Pledge Manager in the Chronicles of Drunagor video. So make sure you check it out because the Pledge Manager, it's actually really easy to miss out on all the stretch goals. Yeah, I go through it in detail in the video. Anyways, I'm playing this game right now so that I can figure out, do I like the story, right? This is an adventure game. It's a D&D type of experience. And there's some things that are not going to be apparent to you until you actually play the game. And so if you have an opportunity to play the game, you should. I'm going to point out something very specific, and it's minor, but it might be something that bugs you. I am a native English speaker. It's fairly clear to me. There's a half a dozen examples in this first part. I've read down to like here. There's a half a dozen examples of it not being created by an English speaker. It's a translation or something along those lines. I don't know exactly, but let me give you an example. Retirement did not serve you well, and a certain day After tedious weeks spent observing the vagaries of the seasons, you decide to decipher what the great villain meant by that phrase. And a certain day after tedious weeks. You would say, and one day after tedious weeks, or something like that. It's not terrible. I still think it's cool, and it's not something that will, be a major factor in my decision. But for some people, that may really bug them, right? It's one part that you'll never know until you actually play the game, you go through the prologue, you take a look at it, etc. Next, do you like the theme? Is it a cool theme? Does it align with what you are interested in? And actually playing the game and looking at some more of the components versus just a jazzed up Kickstarter page may help you with that. And then, is the game fiddly? Sure, it looks all cool and you can have all these special abilities, you can use magic, you can attack with weapons, you can, do all kinds of stuff. But are the mechanics actually good? Do they work together? Or are you always forgetting things? Do they not make sense? Stuff like that. You're only going to get that by actually playing the game. And do you like the combat? Combat to me is a huge part of a game, and it can look really cool in practice, but then when you get into it, you're like, this is actually boring. The cards look cool, but it just doesn't have that it factor. And so again, playing the game is going to help you figure that out. Just so you know, I've got a Patreon that I've recently created. I'm offering, all kinds of exclusive benefits, exclusive access to me. You can come play games with me on Tabletop Simulator, vote on my videos. I'm also putting some exclusive campaign plays on there where I play board games, Gloomhaven, etc. Just campaign plays are going to be raw. They're going to be unedited. You're going to be able to sit there and see listen to, not see, you're going to be able to see how I play. You're going to be able to listen to my thought processes, my strategies, stuff like that. Lots of cool stuff. There's going to be a pinned link. And then also there's going to be another video. There's going to be 5 games I'm playing on Tabletop Simulator right now. Games I'm trying to decide whether I should back or not. Check down in the description. If there's a link there, it's up. If not, just, go through my videos and take a look. But I'm going to put that video out here pretty quick, and I think it should be fun because I actually really love playing games on Tabletop Simulator before I buy them. It just makes such a huge difference. I feel so much more confidence in my decision, and it's just another tool in the tool bag to help you make good decisions in Kickstarter instead of always going on emotion and getting caught up in, all-ins that are $800. Like the all-in on Chronicles of Drunagor, if you buy everything, including the reprint and the Apocalypse Adventures, is $626.99 US, and guaranteed once you go into Pledge Manager, it's going to be worth more than that. Like it is. It's definitely going to be worth more than that. So, some other factors. Do you like the rule books? A rule book is a big part of what makes a game good. If the rule book is all over the place and it's filled full of errata, or it's filled full of mistakes and you need errata, it's not going to be an enjoyable experience. So playing the game here's the rule book right here. We've got the rule book. We can pop it out. Let's actually get rid of this first. We can pop it out, and there's the rule book. How clearly is it laid out? Does it make sense for you? People learn in different ways, and so getting a peek at the rule book before you actually buy is definitely going to help you make that decision. And then, even here, look at how the monsters are tracked. This is a way of tracking monsters. Gloomhaven has its own way of tracking monsters. Which is better? I don't know. I haven't played this game enough yet, but you can go and play and figure that out. You're going to uncover things that were not obvious before. So go ahead, spend a few hours, if you don't have Tabletop Simulator, it's on sale once in a while for $10 or something. I'm Canadian, so I don't know what the US cost is. Normally it's maybe $20 in that range. Don't hurt me if I'm wrong, but it's close to that. And so you can go ahead, get Tabletop Simulator and start trying out these games. a lot of games these days are, putting a demo on Tabletop Simulator so you can go and make an informed decision. Hopefully this video has helped you out. If it has, please consider dropping me a like. And I just want to say thanks for watching the vid, and a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I wouldn't be here without you.